Hey everyone, today we're exploring an abandoned motel, which looks really awesome. Something that really caught my eye is this abandoned Toyota motorhome, which I think is just fantastic. Look at this thing. A Toyota motorhome. Oh wow, we can even go inside it. Got a little stove in here. Let's get the light on a little bit. Got the little bathroom. So cool. Part of the ceiling's coming down on my head. Got the nice pink upholstery. Oh man, this thing's awesome. How many miles it got on it? It's kind of like, you see how it's like kind of wedged in the middle? Can't really see the miles. This thing is pretty cool. Wish they still made Toyota motorhomes. It'd be awesome if they made one that was like Tundra based. Be super reliable. Anyways, that was totally awesome to see. Now let's check out the rest of this place. Oh, there's a boat back here. Oh wow, it's open. There's like so much stuff here to explore. What's in this building? Anyone in here? We're just photographing. Look at that, it's like a freezer. The massive freezer. It's got, oh, there it goes. Anyone in here? We are just photographing. Look at this. See how it's all like ripped? Like some kind of animal was going through the food. Totally awesome. There's that RV right outside. Pretty cool place. I got the bar. Got the kitchen. Oh, look at a floor in here. Well, I don't want to go in there. Looks like it's been, the vent on the roof looks like it's leaking. Could fall right into the basement. I don't even know where the basement stairs would be. There's a toilet in there. This building may not actually have a basement. It's possible that it's just a crawl space underneath the building. What's this? The furnace room. Pretty cool. Really old furnace. All right, let's go see what we can see at any other buildings here. Got the house where the owner of the motel would have lived. We got a boat. And I hear rushing water behind the place, which would have been awesome, assuming these motel rooms have a back door. Oh man, the house is open too. All right, coming back to the house. Gotta be very careful. There could be nails anywhere. We also gotta check for soft floors. At least this room looks stable. Wow, the ceilings in this house are really short is what I'm noticing immediately. Hey, look at this, the pantry of the house, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at this, just mouse feces all over the wall. Because you ever see mice? They can climb up flat surfaces sometimes, and that's how they leave these poops everywhere. Unbelievable. Look at this room. There's a nice bird's nest up on the light fixture. Pretty cool little pantry, isn't it? Now this is kind of weird, how the walls are all ripped down. No one's stealing the copper, they just ripped it down for an unknown reason. Look at this, the bathroom. Beautiful cast iron tub. Kind of cool how they fit it right underneath the stairs. It's amazing this place is just open and unlocked. This must have been the owner's office because you see the board on the wall for the telephones. And let's see what's in this room before we head upstairs. Oh, it stinks so bad in here. There's like a big pile of feces in here. Oh, that's what it is. Either a cat or a mountain lion. Something's using the fireplace ash because there used to be a wood stove here. They're using it like a litter box and it stinks. It's probably some form of cat. Maybe a mountain lion. You never know what you could find in here. Now we're going to go upstairs, which is kind of creepy because it's really dark. I don't really like stairs with carpet, but this actually looks kind of cool, what they chose, because it doesn't show dirt. Anybody up here? We are just photographing. Oh, look at the mouse feces, remember? See this? I told you, these mice, they can climb walls, which is creepy. And their poops are sticky. That's why it sticks to the walls. Look at this. There's so much mouse feces. The whole floor is mouse feces. Makes sense why there'd be cats in here. And because of the area we're in, they're probably mountain lions. I doubt a house cat. Oh, that's so disgusting. The walls. It's probably this wallpaper material. It's easy for the mice to climb. Oh my gosh. You see this? The amount of feces all over the floor. That's what all this is. It's mouse. Beautiful picture window here in the bedroom. It's just kind of weird. Oh, that's what this is. It's like a massive walk-in closet, isn't it? Look at the feces, the pile of mouse poop. How is it getting there? Where's it falling from? What's attracting the mice to this corner right here? That there's a pile of mouse feces that big. Oh my gosh, look at the feces. Where is it falling from? I'm not sure. That's how you get into the attic, which we're not going in there, that tiny little hole. I'd have to like squeeze through that hole. It can't be more than 16 inches. Which is probably the space of the rafters. They just made access. Ooh, you scared me for a moment. I've never been in an abandoned house with this amount of feces. It's on the walls, the floor. Someone took the vanity in here. Someone took out the toilet. Every surface. That is so disgusting. Thankfully, we're not down south because this would just mean haunt the virus. It would scream haunt the virus. It's one of the more disgusting, disturbing houses I've ever been in. Entire floor. I've never seen anything like that, and it's just so evenly placed on the beige carpet. Look at this pile right here. See what I mean? The pile of mouse feces is so big that cats are using it as a litter box. Because it's like, it resembles sand. See this? Mice chew marks through the walls. Look at this bunch of wasp nests. This place is so big and the sun's going down. So we better get to the actual motel. I'm scared to open his bedroom door. Just like everything else. Mouse feces galore. Look at the chew marks all over the walls. You can tell something hangs out in here, some sort of cat. If you look at the area, we're in the middle of the woods. So I'm guessing mountain lions. Thankfully, we didn't run into any. This house is kind of cool. Look at this. There's a random window here in this little cubby hole in the bedroom. This would have been a beautiful house. But just the way it's put together with that beadboard. Look at this. More insect nests. All right, gonna head back downstairs. And we're gonna head into another building. what's in this wardrobe. Surprisingly, no mouse feces. I kept them out, just a couple ladybugs. That one has mouse feces. All right, heading out. All right. I don't even see a way into this basement of this house. It's got to be around this corner because I didn't go in this. Being very careful. Might be boards sticking up. This has got to be the basement right here. This door, which I'm kind of afraid to open. Let's get my light back on. Scary. We're heading down into the basement, and you know what it smells like? It smells like an oil tank for heating oil has like bursted. The whole basement reeks of diesel fuel. We don't need to go down here. Just look, it's an empty basement. Actually, yeah, let's come down here. We can go out the other side. It's okay. We can go out from here. Whoa, you just scared me with that. It reeks of diesel fuel down here. It's kind of cool. The stone foundation, the iron pipes, definitely built to last. Being careful not to kick up anything. Oh yeah, I was right. Look at this. This is their massive oil tank. By the looks of it, it looks like maybe 1,000-gallon oil tank in here in the basement. Wondering how the heck did they get it in here? It must be, see that door over there? It must be that door right here. That must have been how they got it in here. But I was right. Look at this. It's leaking oil. This is like an environmental nightmare right here. If you can see that dark stain, that's all heating oil leaking out of this thing really slowly. What a mess. My light's actually kind of dying. That's why it's dim. We got to get to the other buildings. But there's a 1,000-gallon oil tank leaking and the whole basement reeks. We're going to leave through the bulkhead right here. Back out into the yard. Oh, there's a lot of mosquitoes in here too. A lot of tires people been dumping. This is nothing. This is phone line. I'm just looking at the front porch. Look at it, so grown in with these are called forsythia bushes. They have beautiful yellow flowers in the springtime. Let's get a quick look at the actual motel. Beautiful motel, isn't it? Looks like it's supposed to resemble a log cabin. It's got looks like a brand new metal roof. Right here is the house's garage. Yeah, that heating oil smell was so freaking strong. Look what we got in here. Got black mold all over the walls from it leaking. Still got a few tools and stuff scattered around. It smells so bad in here. Like a rotting corpse. Don't even... Wow. This room just smells like death. Now let's see what's up with these motel rooms. Beautiful place. Looks like a log cabin. Got the nice water flowing here. Let's see what's around back. Got a heater. This is around back. That's the best place to explore. All right. In the back of the building, it looks like there's this big wall here, I guess, to protect the building from the river. Kind of sad, it blocks the view, but I bet it's a nice place for white noise. You leave your window open when you're staying here. Oh, be careful on the ground. There's a lot of junk. Oh my gosh. Is this showing up on camera? The floor rotted right through. Try to get my light on. It's like the time we went to that church where the stove fell through the floor. Yeah, now I understand why the place is abandoned. There's probably inadequate ventilation of the crawl space. Actually, that's not a basement. That's technically a cellar. But the buildup of moisture has made the floor collapse. This whole building is unstable and needs to be demolished as a result of that. So I'm going to be very cautious if we do find an open door. Probably better just to look from the outside. Yeah, look at this. See the access panel? Don't even want to walk in here. This place is so bad. Yeah, take a look at this. There's a random shed back here. What's inside this random shed? Oh, you know what this was? This is where they may have had the boiler, you know, circulating hot water to all the rooms. But you know what that big stain is right there in the corner? Another giant leaking oil tank, which is gone. A scrap guy may have taken it, but it leaked out. Its smell is so bad of diesel fuel or fuel oil in here. Smells so bad. Makes sense why this place is abandoned. It's an environmental nightmare to clean this up. You know how much that would cost for remediation? I'm not walking through here. There's an unstable floor everywhere. I gotta go around this building if possible. Like, get up here. We're walking around this little building where the oil spill is. Going through the trees, trying to get back up against the building on the other side. But it's a big maze of, these are grapevines everywhere. Don't know if they were intentionally planted or not. But here we come to another shed behind the motel. We're gonna get back up against the building now, see if we can see anything. There's another little shed here. Want to see what's going on inside these buildings. Oh, we got more open doors. Look in here. This room actually looks intact, so you can see what it used to look like in the motel. All right, this is the place I avoided going through. Still being very careful not to step on nails. Don't know what this room here is. See, it's got a ramp. Just storage room. Does anyone know what that could have been used for? Here we got electric hookups. Oh, another very dangerous room where you could potentially fall through the floor if you even enter the building. Just a nightmare, but right here is a good area to walk along the building. Here's more rooms. A lot of broken glass. Someone smashed the front window. Hopefully that vandal fell through the floor. Honestly, I think they kind of hurt themselves. You see how they made this big barrier here? Or they cut the shelf for the motel? Look at this. There's no gutters on this metal roof. It's dripping here in this crevice, going right into the basement. That's kind of what rotted it out in the first place. Oh, wow, that light works awesome. Look at a giant rat's nest of cables going to all the rooms. More mattresses. This is a massive motel. Oh, we're finally getting around to the other side. Oh, I love these things so much. I actually purchased a few of these on eBay. Wow, I wish I could take that. But we don't steal from any of these places. Take a look at this room. Got an old vintage TV in here. Here's the bulkhead leading into the basement. Still being very careful where we're treading. Oh, that's just creepy. Look at that down there. Right here looks like the furnace that was probably pulled out of that shed where the oil spill was. I'm assuming. I'm still not sure how this place was heated. If it was, I assume it would have been baseboard hot water. That's the most efficient way for a place like this. Oh, here's another building. So this would have also been a furnace building like that other one where the oil spill was. There's a bird cage. This one does not smell like oil. Oh wow, this motel just keeps going and going. Here's a bathtub. Here's another room. This is weird. These rooms aren't covered in mouse feces like the main house. It's kind of sad to see the place in such ruins like this. But it was just a building flaw. You see, no gutters, they just have the water dripping and it just goes right under the building. Here we got another row of rooms. Here's another oil tank, which probably is leaking into the environment like all the others. But those other ones were like massive things. And look at this right here. So if you're working in the basement of this one, you can crawl through here. Maybe they even have utilities and stuff. Nope, no conduit or anything. It's just a weird crawl space. So you see got one here, you got one down there a little bit further. Oh, right here, got a rat poison bait station. It's different. Never seen a motel with all these separate places. The separate boiler sheds, where they also have the leaking oil tanks. For anyone who doesn't know this, that's very common for the Northeast to have oil tanks. Most places here heat with oil, which is the same as diesel fuel. It's just colored red. So if they find it in your tractor trailer, you can get a big fine, because heating oil doesn't have taxes like regular diesel fuel, and that's why it's colored. That's the most efficient thing up here where we get really strong winters. It's got a very good BTU output for the amount of fuel. See, the back of the building is this, but the front, they wanted it to look nice like a log cabin. Hilarious of the owner. They put a no trespassing sign here where no one will see it. There's none of them on those other buildings. Look at this. They use pieces of sheet metal. This is kind of cool. They put some of the flagstones, these pieces of slate, in the front of the buildings. Oh, oh, little chipmunk. Just saw a chipmunk. What's this covering up? Anything? Nah, it's just a piece of fence. They probably had these between the rooms in case you were sitting out here in chairs. This place is massive. This looks beautiful. The walkway with all the flagstones of different colors. Despite how nice it looks, I could tell this place was put together very cheaply. Whoever built this did it kind of cheaply, no matter how nice it looks. And that's beautiful, this right here, with all the fall colors. That's gonna be my thumbnail. This is probably the most awesome explore I've ever done. Oh, look at this. These rooms have decking instead. Right here, you got a barn swallow nest that must have fallen down. I assume it was right here, based on the mark. Love the sound of walking on the wood. And I like how they spaced the decking so far apart. Most guys will just put the pressure-treated wood snug up against each other, and as it dries, it makes tiny little gaps. Very little vandalism here. I just saw a little bit of graffiti on the store. That's a pretty cool house. Remember that little attic I didn't go up in with the 16-inch entrance? That's that little window up there. All right, everybody. We're going to end the video here. Hope this place was interesting. Thanks for watching. Here's the front of the little store, which is pretty cool. But but you see how it's all rotten on the porch? It's all rotten the same reason the floors were rotted out in the motel. The dripping water. You got to think when you build a building, you want it angled away from the base. These buildings, especially the motel, that, you know how they built it up so the river couldn't go in there? That's what killed the place. It kept all the water right against the building. Now look at a house. You can't even see it from the road. But take a look at that beautiful fire bush. And this forsythia, I would love to have a bush that big, because in the spring, that whole thing would be yellow. Forsythias are awesome plants. It's just so overgrown, you can't even see the house, honestly. Honestly, driving by this place, it was that Toyota motorhome that really caught my attention, because I think those things are so cool.